The outpost was called Vulture's Peak. We touched down in the red dust. We were expecting a vacation with a paycheck. The contract said minor insurgent activity. Probably one or two local hotheads and a stolen stinger trying to rattle the mining company's cages. We unloaded the mechs, got the leopards settled, and started thinking about how to flush them out. But don't say growing up in a mining colony doesn't prepare you for life. I realized that it may be possible to network the local vibration sensors, the ones they use to track seismic shifts and cave-ins. I just wanted to see if we could maybe locate the insurgents' mechs through their vibrations that way. Plus the sensors would give us a clear picture of the ridges around us. I got a picture, alright. But it wasn't pretty. It was a funeral. The dust was settled and the camp was still on a quiet rock with a Starner bill. I thought we'd be hunting a ghost or a man, a simple little sweep in the desert sand. We stretched our legs and we checked the gear, thinking the insurgents were nowhere near. Maybe two mechs, Skid said with a yawn. We'll have them rounded up by the break of dawn. But I sat in the locust and I tapped the grid, looking for the places where a pilot hid. I slaved the mining sensors to my tactical feed, looking for the vibration and the seismic need. The screen was dark, then it started to glow with a rhythmic thumping from the ridges below. Not one or two echoes in the red rock deep, but a battalion of giants waking from sleep. The map lit up in a circle of red with 50 ghosts moving for a mercenary head. They were closing the ring, a full-strength battalion ready to sting. We were pinned to the dirt, we were caught in the jaw, the biggest damn ambush that I ever saw. They're everywhere, strip, relay cried out as the logic of survival started to shout. I looked at the gorge at the bottleneck mouth, running 300 yards from the north to the south. High walls of granite and a narrow way floor, the only damn place we could settle the war. No way to retreat, no time for the flight. We waited the mechs into the middle of the night. We didn't run away and we didn't back down. We built our own wall in a red rock town. Dig in, I shouted, prepare the firing line. Watching the light, medium and heavy mechs combine. We position the light mechs in the front and the grid, finding protection in the sand where the light mechs would fit. Lower than the dust, lower than the lead, with the medium hunchbacks guns right over their head. A ladder of iron, a firing line of steel, making the Warren's ransom feel real. Oh, it's the Starner Stack, a ladder of lead, putting the logic in the battalion's head. Where the light and the medium, the heavy and the rust turn and find a one odds into a handful of dust. From the brain in the cockpit, the spark in the night, and the Starner Stack is winning the fight. And then there was our heavy mech at the back of the ledge, with the guns elevated highest over our medium and light edge. Alina in the Marauder, cold and still, with a Starner trained heart and a sniper's will. Her gun pointing over our heads through the smoke and the haze, setting the battalion's ambitions ablaze. She didn't waste a shot, didn't flicker a beam. She was the logic inside of the dream. The battalion came charging through the narrow and tight, right into the mouth of our firing line in the night. The narrow path negated their numbers and negated their space against the 3 levels of guns we had stacked in that red rock place. We picked them off 1, 2 at a time, turning their Starner gold into a tactical crime. 30 mechs fell before the rest turned to run, and the Warren's ransom stood tall in the sun. We watched the last Warhammer limp over the ridge, its leg actuators shredded by a shot Elena made. We then broke our formation, Elena's Marauder in the front, hunting down the remaining enemy mechs. The gorge was a graveyard of heavy metal. 32 mechs scrap piled in a 300-yard stretch. 5-1. We shouldn't have walked away from that one, but we held the line. We got the paycheck, we got the salvage, and I finally got the crew to stop laughing about my MRB profile for at least 20 minutes.